Hi everyone. I'd like to do a short review of this Blackhawk CQD Mark 1 Type E knife. It's an EDC knife, and it is. They come in different variants. Like some of them have like like this variant that I have is it's got the yellow handles, and some of them they have black handles. I think black and yellow are the only two colors they come in. But the blade's about maybe a little under 4 inches long, and the blade also comes in two variants. One's a partially serrated blade. The one that I have is actually the straight blade. It's not the partially serrated version. So it's a pretty good EDC knife for the money. I mean, you get like a lot of good, nice features, and it has it's the blade's AUS8A. I mean, the steel of the blade steel is AUS8A, which is a very popular steel, like for all different kinds of knives, because it resists corrosion well. It is it's a tough steel, and it's easy to sharpen. So it's a good steel. And as you can see right here on the blade, it says CQD Mark 1 Type E by Blackhawk, and it's a very sharp knife. It comes just right out of the box. It's a very sharp knife. It's not very it holds an edge very well. It's easy to sharpen. And what else? It's got this heavy duty steel clip on the back of it. It's got a recessed seatbelt cord cutter. You can't see it very well from this angle, but I mean, I'm going to try to give you a closer shot of what it looks like. It's kind of like on the inside towards the back end of the knife, and I guess the back end of the knife can also double as a like when you need to break out of a car or something like that. You need to smash the windows. You can use the back end of the knife to kind of to break the windows of a car, or a vehicle, and it doesn't necessarily have to be in a vehicle, but it can be in any situation that you might need something like that. And what else? Then it's actually got. Let me show you something. It's got a little kind of like a bezel. It's not a bezel. It's kind of like just. Let me close the knife up so you can get a better look at it. Just give me a moment. See, it's a folding knife, so it's pretty self-evident. So this thing right here is actually what it's designed to do, is that it's designed to break windows. It's a carbide glass breaker, and it's very tough. It's just a little point at the top end of the knife, but it's very penetrative. It can easily shatter glass windows, because there's a lot of pressure being applied at the tip of it. It's designed that way, so it's a nice feature to have. This is one of the first knives that I've actually owned or actually seen anywhere that has this feature on it. So this is a very unique and interesting feature to be appreciated, I guess. And what else? As I said before, the blade's only about maybe a little under 4 inches long. I think it's about 3 3/4 inches long, and the knife itself, when closed, is about maybe 5 or 6 inches long. So it is a big folder, not a very big folder, but it is a sizable folder. And what else can I say about this knife? What else is there to be said about this knife? It's a tough knife. The blade thick. The blade's about 1/4 of an inch thick. At least an eighth, if not 1/4 of an inch thick. It's just like a tank of a knife, you know. Very good for emergence. If you want to stick it in your glove compartment, in your dash, just to have, you know, with you, by your side, you know, whenever, like, I'm not, like, you know, kind of depends on what line of work you're like, what kind of, like, whether you're a law enforcement professional, or you do EDC work, you're a firefighter. It kind of depends on what you do, but I mean, even for regular people, it's a good knife to have, like, in you know, as I said, you know, in your car, or, you know, it's kind of like a backup, like, not a backup knife, but like an emergency knife. That's a knife that'll basically handle every kind of situation, you know, pretty much. If I could say one thing about this knife, it's that maybe, like, if I could, not really to criticize this knife or anything, but that it is, like, I would have preferred to have bought the version that had the serrated blade, the partially serrated blade, because I think that's useful to have when you want to cut through rope, cord, or anything that is, because, I mean, serrated blades have their advantages when you're trying to cut through certain materials, you know, that straight edges don't quite cut through. They don't cut through certain materials as easily as serrated blades do. So in that respect, I think I would have probably been better off with a partially serrated blade. But, you know, I'm okay. I'm not complaining too much about this knife. So what else? All right. So I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I don't have my tripod set up, so I'm not able to give you like a better tabletop review of this knife. But that's about it, I think. What else is there? What else is there to be said about this knife? Yeah, there's one other feature that I forgot to mention. It's got this little thing this thing that pushes up at the back of the knife. That's when you open the knife and you want to secure the blade in the fixed position. And then the blade, the safety, the catch right here, the button that's used to push the blade back into the handle can't be pressed down. So that's a little neat safety feature at the back of the knife here. I'm not going to mess with it right now, but once the blade of the knife is open, you push it up, and then this button right here doesn't press down, and you can't open the knife. So, I mean, you can't close the knife. My bad. So, all right, thank you again. Please remember to comment and subscribe and like my video. Thanks.